Hi guys, welcome to Always the Wild Ones. If it's your first time here, my name is Vanessa Lee and today I am going to be doing some repotting. I'm going to be repotting all of my new plants. I went on a massive plant splurge. Is that the right word? Yeah, I went on a crazy shopping spree in August, which is the month of my birthday. So that's the excuse anyway. And yeah, so I have had these plants now for, let me see, I would say 10 days. No, longer. These ones I've had for maybe 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and they're still in their original soil. I have put some sphagnum moss on the top there just to help things go. So this one is a crystallinum super silver and this one is a crystallinum pink edge. And yeah, I can tell that this one, I mean the fact that it's got a new leaf coming and a yellowing one there, so it's a aborting one to make space for the next. It's currently in, I think, a 9 centimeter pot. It's tiny. So I want to put this one into at least a pot. Oh, it looks pretty much the same size. It's one size up. I mean, I could go a little bigger and put it in this one, which I think is about 12 centimeters. I might do that actually, because then I can put a little reservoir at the bottom. And then I'll do the same with this guy, which is a slightly bigger pot. So that one's definitely going to go into one of these. I want them in clear pots so then I can see the root system and check out what's going on with those guys. So I'm definitely doing those two, and I'm going to start with those two. And then behind me I have my Anthurium luxurians dark form. Quite a mouthful. And she recently aborted a leaf, so did some research on why that would be happening. And again, it's about the substrate. And oh my god, are those roots or is that sphagnum moss? Oh, I think it's the sphagnum moss. But yeah, I've been really worried about this. I mean, these have been in sphagnum moss. All of these guys in the back that I'm going to show you next came from the rare market. A planty house had like a pop-up kind of shop thing going on, and I bought loads of plants there, and I'm just so pleased with them. But I've just been really worried about the substrates and what to put them in. And okay, the next one is looking very sad. I mean, the first leaf is looking, this leaf is looking fabulous. This one had just, I think, unfurled. It's still feeling quite like floppy and soft. But she's had quite a bit of damage. And I think what happened here is that I had allowed the sphagnum moss to dry out, and then I watered it, and it's kind of done like some mad things there. And then we got this leaf at the back, which I think is the first leaf. And that one came with a lot of damage, which you can kind of see there on the back, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. I really don't know. And the leaf has definitely been cut as well, because I know you can kind of see it looks like it's been cut. So yeah, and the sphagnum moss is just drying out quite quickly, and I'm just really concerned. So yes, I've got to try and figure out what the best soil is going to be for those guys. This one, my Anthurium veitchii, the king. Oh, sorry, this one is called, it's an Anthurium, they call it the queen, a Warwickwianarium. And this one is the king of Anthuriums, and it's called veitchii. This one I'm going to put into pon. So I've got enough pon for that. And then I've got a Pallidiforum, Anthurium pallidiforum. She is busy pushing out a new leaf. So yeah, I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to put this one in. They're definitely all going to go into non-drainage. These guys at least. And then these two will just go into these orchid pots. Okay, so yeah, I mean, these guys have been in sphagnum moss for about 10 days, and these are definitely longer, like a week longer, but they're in soil. Okay, I think that works. So I'm trying something different today. I'm using one of my soil containers, a container filled with soil, instead of doing it on the floor. But yeah, let's have a look. So I'm going to take this sphagnum moss off. I'll just put it in here for now. And then I'm not going to go too crazy with like disturbing its root system, since there is a leaf coming. I want a little reservoir here. Which ones are going to be best to use? Probably the larger ones. Where are they? Oh, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to use some of these lacquer balls at the bottom. So yeah, I think that's quite nice. I just washed those. And then I have some soil actually that I got as a gift from from the rare plant market, which is really sweet. I got 2 bags of this, so I want to test this out. But of course, I'm gonna have to do it in here. But I think I'm gonna add some things. So let me just tell you what's in there actually. So we've got, let me open it, have a look. Oh, it looks great, doesn't it? Wow, that looks lovely. So it says that it has cocoa core, worm casting, tree bark, lava rock, charcoal, and cocoa husk. Okay, interesting. What do I want to throw in there? I think I want to put a little bit more pumice. Actually, no, there is no pumice in there, so I'm going to add some pumice. Now, where did I put it? Right, so I'm going to add a bit of pumice. Well, to be honest, this is just, it's like my pond mix. It's from my pond mix. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in. Okay, a little bit more. It's looking pretty good. I mean, the soil itself looks amazing, so it's not like I really have to do too much. I'm going to put a layer of this in the bottom of the pot. And now let's have a look at this plant. So, I mean, I don't see any roots coming out of the bottom. Ooh, very nice. Oh, she looks so cute. So I wasn't really going to take any of the soil off, but now I'm kind of going for it. Let's have a look at these roots actually. They're all looking fabulous. So, I mean, I don't know why that leaf would have gone yellow, but I guess it's kind of still in that stage of acclimatizing to my home. We've got some nice fresh roots here at the top, which is great. So let's pop her in there. I think I'm just going to put her in something new. hopefully this is a good move. Been so worried about these plants, but at the same time I just didn't want to put them in the wrong substrate. I was like really, well, I suppose, yeah, worried about every aspect of this really. But they seem to be quite happy in soil, so we'll give this a go first. Did I just snap that or something? What's going on? It's like bending into a weird, looking very strange. Okay. Just a little bit more soil on the side, and then that's that one done. Brilliant. I hope that she likes it in there. It's a lot more space than before. Oh no, I wanted to put Myco. Oh, that's so annoying. I might still do that. Let's just shove all of this back in here. Now, I recently bought, I'm not sure if I would have done the video already, but yeah, I've recently bought this great white, what do I call it? Coat, something like that. It's meant to be really good for like, especially small plants or plants that, you know, you're concerned about the root system. I mean, the root system wasn't bad, but this will just instigate like crazy root growth. Do you know what? I think I'm going to take her out and do it again. I do. I think it's the best way forward. Okay, let's try again. So, roots in. I'm going to lean her like that for now. So, from other YouTubers, I've seen them just sprinkle it directly onto the plant. Oh, my battery's going. There we go. Yeah, so they've just kind of sprinkled it onto the plant. So I'm going to give that a go. Woo! I don't know how much you need to put on. But what you want really is for them to be on the roots. Oh my God, it's got quite an interesting smell. Oh my God. A lot came out. Okay, I think that's probably enough. I've been wanting to try this great white stuff for quite some time, so I'm really happy I got it. I went to this really cool horticultural warehouse type thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't do any videos inside there, but I got some really cool products from there. And I'd love to go back. They had like all the plant lights and just everything that tents, all of the nutrients and stuff. I mean, there was another product that's apparently better than this one, but I wanted to try this one because this is the one that I've heard had good reviews, that has good reviews. I made a bit of a mess. I don't know if this is working out for me, having everything raised up, but I'm still just, I thought I'd be a little bit tidier, but it seems that it's just as messy, but hopefully it looks better. I don't know. Tell me. Okay, I just want to put that in as well. And then I probably will put some sphagnum moss along the top again. I'll do all of them together at the end. Okay. Couple of taps, and there she is. Maybe she'll settle in. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that leaf. It's looking kind of odd now, don't you think? Anyway. Boom. Next. So yeah, I'm just taking off this moss. This one you can see like the roots on the top, really lovely and green. This tiny little baby leaf, so cute, look, you can see. Oh, lovely. These roots, they're really quite different actually to the other plant. They're kind of more noodly. Quite noodly. And I think I can see a new leaf coming as well. That's exciting. So we're going new soil for all of them. This is not actually what I thought I was going to do, but I don't know. I've never been able to keep plants in the soil that they come in. Like, there's just something about me that I just want clean soil on them. They've not shown any signs of pests or anything like that, so it's not because of that, but it kind of is because of that. It's not, but it kind of is. Okay, so yeah, they look good. I'm not going to mess around too much. That little guy, sit there please. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a nice red flower bottom. I didn't actually mix up some more of the soil, so I think I'll do that quickly. I think I'm going to put, yeah, I'll do that one. And you know what, it would actually be nice to get some, oh no, there is pumice stone in there, but it's quite fine. It's like, but it's brown, so the whole thing is brown. That's interesting, very nice. I do have perlite, but I think it's in here. I mean, inside this box. Okay, I'm not going to get that out. So I'm going to just go ahead and use what I've got here. Since it's conveniently right next to me. Brilliant. Okay. A nice layer on the bottom. We're going to get this guy in. I mean, gosh, this one could almost go into something bigger, couldn't it? Really? Oh no. I wonder if I should put it in something bigger. I mean, it's not going to be in there for long. This part, it's not the most attractive, but then it'll be in a non-drainage situation, which could work. I'll do that. Is this the ones that I want to use? Do I want to use these ones? They're quite fine. I want the thicker ones, and of course those are inside this box. Yeah, I'm going to use these guys. nice reservoir there. Yeah, I think this is going to work. And a layer of this. Should have put the water in the bottom first though. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill the reservoir now. Okay. Perfect. Let's put her in. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. And then some great white again. Hopefully I don't go too nuts this time. Oh, oh my goodness. That is a lot. A lot. Okay. I think I need to find like a different way of getting that out of there, because otherwise I'm going to be going through that quite quickly. It's really lovely soil, this. Looks so pretty. Quite like nutritional, I don't know, there's something quite nice and chunky about it. Actually, I'm going to use my hand, it's quicker. Okay, we need more soil. Oh my gosh, this pot looks massive for her. Okay. Give that a little tap just now. I mean, the pot looks massive. We'll see how this goes. I mean, if I've gone too big, then I can always change that. But the idea is we want more leaves, so I'm trying to make space. And also I don't want to just have to keep repotting. Like, I'm hoping this will be all of the repotting that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. It's kind of preparing myself for winter. I do not want to be having to repot too much in the winter, because last winter I just felt like I was constantly doing it. My Monstera albo has outgrown its pot yet again, so I'm going to have to sort that out. There she is. I think this guy is actually going to go into soil as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's have a look and see what these roots are looking like. I'm really worried about this guy. Trying to save. Whoa. Okay. I mean, there's some lovely roots there. Nothing looks like it's dying. Got any rotting roots? No. Oh, so I think it was in soil before, because I mean that looks like a soil root to me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with soil. the roots do feel kind of dry and a little bit brittle actually. Some of them. Got a nice big chunk here, which is nice. But yeah, hang on. I think, yeah, we've got a little bit of a root problem. It's hard. I just want to kind of go through all of these roots and just, I mean, if they just snap off like that, that's not a good sign. I mean, the Anthurium roots are quite brittle, just generally. I don't know, guys. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this into a vessel. I might use this dotty one actually, because I quite like the contrast. So I mean, this one's got a layer of pon in the bottom, but that's okay. Not a problem. We're going to go for soil on top of this. And I think I'm going to go ahead with the same soil that I was using before. This is my last bag. I do have more soil actually inside my box. So let me just grab those. Is she going to be cute in there? Yeah, I think she will. So yeah, I kind of got my own soil mixes inside this box. In here, and it's got worm casting, it's got pumice, it's got cocoa coir, it has charcoal, yeah. So I'll do like a little mix of what I have. So I'm going to use this because I mean, why not? Let's add a bit of that, and maybe I'll put some of these in. Well, it's nice and airy. Well, it looks like it was growing in soil before, so should I put some perlite in there? Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit of perlite. I mean, it's not very, it's just the normal perlite. It's all been washed and cleaned. Go. This is what we're going to be using. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice mix for those roots. Yeah. Okay, so the vessel that I'm using is this one. I'm going to go ahead and fill the reservoir because I will be using some mico. And put a layer of soil on the bottom. Put these guys in. I really hope that it's going to like its new situation. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and just tap some of this into the lid. See if that's a better way of using it. I don't know. cool. Should work. Yeah, that's loads better. Oops. I mean, I've never used this before, so I don't want to overkill, just in case I'm doing the wrong thing. But yeah. Now, how do we want her to look? Do we want to see the handle, or do we not want to see the handle? Yeah, let's see the handle. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Check out those leaves, they're so nuts. I really don't want to mess this plant up. I just hope I didn't wait too long. But I was just kind of, well, I was trying to acclimatise it to my home without disturbing it too much. And then also like just trying my very best to do as much research as I could, which really wasn't that easy, because I mean a lot of people aren't. I mean, they're kind of giving, they're not really giving like care, it's just more kind of about looking at their plant, which I get, that's kind of the stage that I'm in. But yeah, I didn't find much advice out there, to be honest. So if you do have any advice with the luxurians, there's probably someone, one of you guys are definitely going to have this plant. Yeah, I'd love to know what I can do that's the best for this plant, like how it likes to be treated. I'm kind of confused with the high light or low light. I had like a leaf growing and I left it in quite high light, and one day I came home and that leaf had just shriveled up, but it could have something to do with the root system, because the roots were looking a little dry, which of course isn't what you want. It's not what you want. More. And then I'll probably put some, oops, yeah, I'm liking that. She looks cute in there. I quite like that. So that's 3 done. Next, so the next plant I'm going to be doing is the Veitchii, but I'm going to take a very quick break because there's a lot of soil everywhere and I just want to move, yeah, I just want to move all this soil out of the way. I don't want to cross-contaminate. So I'll be right back. I'm back and it's getting late. I think my plant lights might turn off soon. Hang on. Just in case. Put on a little additional lighting. So yeah, it's getting late. It's about 8 o'clock, but I am determined to get as many of these plants done as I can. Do I have everything I need? Yes, I think I do. So let's carry on. I think I'm going to do my Veitchii next. So, oh. So this is the Veitchii. I think it's just the normal form, although the kind of ribbing does look quite close, which is nice. And her moss, oddly, has stayed fairly moist. So, I mean, what I've heard about this plant is it can be quite thirsty. So that's the reason why I was going to put this one in pon. I'm going to go ahead and let's have a look at the root system. Be down. I hope that's good. Actually, I could always come back a bit quick. Okay, you might need a bit more room. So lots of sphagnum moss. That's good. It's do the next one. Oh, I hope this one is okay. Wow, see how wet that was? Oh my God. Oh my gosh, look, are you seeing this? We've got rotten roots. That is not good. Okay, let's get this stuff off. Oh my goodness. I mean, the root system isn't huge. Oh no, we got another one. Oh, this is not good. So I'm gonna have to do a massive cleanup with this one. We're gonna be removing some roots. Look here. Can you see that? Yeah, that's not good. Oh my goodness. I really should have done this much sooner. I think I left them in, I mean, I don't know why the sphagnum moss on this one stayed so moist, to be honest. So, now since I'm going to be putting this into pond, a lot of these roots are going to die back anyway. But I do need to try and remove as many of the dying roots as possible. But yeah, it's not looking good. Hey guys, oh my goodness, look, down here. A lot of these are secondary roots, so I'm not gonna freak out too much. Let's just get rid of them. Yeah, I think pond is actually a really good move for this one. I will be giving these roots a little rinse under the tap and just try and get off as much of this sphagnum moss as possible. Hope you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I think I'm just going to trim off all these secondary roots. They're not really going to stick around anyway. Wow, a lot can happen in a week. Well, it's been about 10 days. Let's say 10 days, shall we? Yeah, that looks a bit rotten. Cut that off. How's this looking? I think that's just what's on the outside. I'll try and zoom in a bit so that you can actually have a look at this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and give it a bit of a wash and come back, and then we'll see what we're left with. Just take those kind of sheaths off. We do not want that rotting. I hope that's not rotting in there. Yeah, I'm just going to try and clean this up as best I can. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use to get rid of that. Let's see, what can I use? Scissors are not the best thing, but Okay, no, it's not rotting, it's just like an old sheath, I think. I think I'll be able to clean most of this off. Now, I'm wondering if this was in soil before and then they put it into sphagnum moss just for the weight and stuff, I don't know. Because it doesn't look like it's been growing in sphagnum moss. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take this to the sink now and I'll be right back. Give it a little bit of a wash. Do still have some trimming to do here and there. There. This one. Yeah, it's just mostly the secondary roots that I've removed. But we do have some nice strong roots here. Thank gosh. And I can cut that off. I think I'm going to cut this one as well. This little guy here. But you know what, scissors would be easier. So I did disinfect my scissors and stuff. I've actually been getting much better at doing a little bit of cleaning up afterwards. Apart from the mat, of course. Oh, I didn't need to do that one. Right, and now I just kind of want to make sure that these brown bits are kind of off. And I wish I had like some sort of instrument to do that with. I don't. And I have this. You see a little growth point there. Yeah, I need like tweezers or something, I don't know. I don't think using your nails is the best way forward. But that's all I've got right now. What could I use? I need some tweezers. I'm going to go and get some because that is just gross. It's really gross. Okay, right. Let's see. So we've got one that's kind of a bit pointier. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, this end is nice and firm, so that's good. There's some like right in there. You see, try and get that out. Back to the fingers, I'm afraid. This is a bit easier. Ah, here it is. Got you. Cool, so that is what we've got at the moment. I think what I want to do next is, let me just put it in there for now. I think I'm going to soak this for a little bit with some hydrogen peroxide. I hope that I've got some left. And yeah, hopefully some more of that stuff will just fall off, and then I'll have to come back to this afterwards. Let me see if I can find something. I do have a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. I think that's probably about 20% that's in this bottle. So how am I going to measure this out? I think I'm just going to fill this with some water. Now I've already got some kind of purified water. I can use that. And I've also tested the pH on it as well. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it in there. That fizz around for a little bit. So the idea is that I'm going to put this plant into this vessel. So I'll probably do a reservoir of leckables at the bottom, and then I'm really hoping that that's enough perlite. It's a really heavy Latuzapon and perlite mix, which I think is going to work well for this plant in the state that it is in. So it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough for the other plants. But let me just put this up here and let's move on to the next one. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the queen. Now she is not looking very happy with me at all. So it's a good idea that we do her next, before she really kicks up a stink. So this leaf looks perfect, immaculate. This leaf was unfurled, had just unfurled, I imagine, because it was really soft, and it still is quite, like, compared to this one. Can you see that one's quite stiff? And then the first one is like, yeah, really stiff. And I did show you the damage earlier, so yeah, she's got a bit of damage. Anyway, let's have a look at these roots, because I am very, after seeing the VGI, oh my gosh, let's all pray. Yeah, I really hope that we've not got the same situation, because, oh no, thank God, it's so far so good. I can see the roots are looking fairly pale, so that's good. They're not looking brown, and they're not too dry, but they're on the dry side. So we're going to go soil with, oh, hello, rooty, and a nice long stem thing. That's good to see. We like that. Yeah, this one can definitely be happier in a nice chunky aeroid mix, I think. Try and get off as much of this sphagnum moss, but everything is looking amazing actually. I'm really quite amazed. Okay, so yeah, I think some of the roots might be, I think if I had waited much longer they would have just dried out. Some of them are looking a little dry. We're going to go through them all anyway, just so I can give this plant the best fighting chance. Oh my gosh, let's just lay her like that. Yeah, I mean, like some of the secondary roots probably could come off, but she's got a really lovely root system. I'm very confident. I'm actually going to leave it as it is. I don't really see any roots that need to come up. Oh, I don't know, saying that. Some of them are just coming off in my hand. That's not good. Yeah, I mean, some of them are a little dry actually. Let's do some trimming. Let's get these quickly. Okay, where were we here? Yeah, this is looking so hard. But to be honest, most of the roots are looking good. Okay, I'm not going to faff too much more. So I think this one I'm going to use the vessel that it was stood in. It's going to go in here. Yeah. I'm going to do a reservoir at the bottom. I'm going to give her a nice deep reservoir, I think. Is this the right vessel? Yeah, I think it is. And what else do we want? You know, some of these are a bit dry looking. Just going to take those off. I don't know, I mean, they might bounce back, but I mean, she's going to grow new ones, hopefully. Right, so I'm going to give this a rinse at the sink, and I think I'm actually going to also pop this into the hydrogen peroxide for a little bit. So I've given them a bit of a rinse. I don't know, that kind of worries me as well. Let me see what I'm talking about, sorry. That, I don't know. I might just leave it for now. Okay. So I'm going to pop this one . Swap them around for a little bit. Hydrogen peroxide is great because it just cleans. It's a great antibacterial. It's used for a lot of different things actually. So because that's in that vessel, I'm going to have to take this one. I'll just pop her in there for now. Because I want the Veitchii in this pot. Wow, that was a lot of roots. I was kind of expecting that though, because I mean, I don't know exactly where these plants come from. But, you know, they are all rare and I'm guessing imported on quite a large scale, or I don't know actually, I should ask these questions. I did make a really cool contact at the rare market, the house plant, what's it called, a planty house. Yeah, I made some really cool contacts whilst I was there. So I might, oh, that's one of my plant lights. We're going to be in the dark very soon. So yeah, I might just contact someone from there. Do I want these ones? No, I don't. I actually want these. I think these look quite nice with the pond. Wow, that was too much. Okay, I think that's nice. I'll hold quite a nice amount of soil. Oh, water, sorry. So this is going to act as a reservoir. And I'm actually going to fill that with water now. Yeah. I'll fill it with some water now. So I haven't gone right to the top of the reservoir. I've left a little bit of space. And maybe I should actually go a bit higher. There. Okay. So, soil. I'm kind of confused as to which one's which at the moment. Yeah, this is the chunkier one. I just don't want those massive pieces of bark in there. That's good. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm not using soil. Oh my goodness. You can tell it's getting late and I've not eaten. Okay, so scrap that. We're moving on to pond. Where's my scooper? I can't find my scooper. So I'm just going to use a cup now. So, I mean, it is quite a large vessel really for this plant, but again, I don't want to have to be potting too often, and because it's quite tall and slim, hopefully these roots will just enjoy going downwards. That's what we want. I want you to go down. No, that's pretty good. I love using pon. It's so easy. Happy. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Might put a little bit more in. Yeah, I've got a feeling that this... Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the growing hormone on its roots. That's really irritating. Ah! Okay, so I'm going to just do some water, I guess. Oh, it's so annoying. No, I'm not happy with that. I've just got way too much stuff around me and I can't seem to find anything. Oh, here we go. a lot of stuff here. Yeah, we're gonna have to start again. I'm not happy. And the thing is, you've got to be so careful when you take it out again, because I've got the balls in the bottom. Start again. That looks messy. Yeah, I really do want to make sure I get that rooting hormone on the bottom there. Don't know what you can see there. So yeah, this great white, I've been hearing great things about it, so let's hope it works its magic. It smells like beef or something. It's really weird. I was really hoping that using the box would have been less messy, but it turns out that it's not. Okay. Yeah, they just need to make these holes a little bit smaller. And that would work really nicely. Okay, let's start again. Let's see what I'm looking at. I need it to be like that. Boom, she's in. Okay, I'll have to show you the end result. Actually, I'll just tip you up now. I really shouldn't repot late at night. I'm obviously not very good at working late at night, but I am very concerned about my plants. And just got to get it done. And then tomorrow, when I'm feeling a bit better, I'll probably give you a little update and show you where they're at and finish the video. But I think I'm running out of energy, but I do want to get them into soil so that they wake up in the morning in a whole new vibe, and I will also be waking up in a whole new vibe. I mean, I'm not grumpy or anything, I'm just feeling a little bit exhausted. So yeah, let's do this one next, the Queen. And I'm really hoping that's the second plant, right? Yeah, we need to move. Let's do this. I'm really hoping this is going to be good for her and that she likes what I'm doing. So she's been soaking in this hydrogen peroxide and water mix. So I'm really hoping that those roots are going to show a bit of bounce. I'm loving this long stem. That's very cool. I'm just cleaning her up a little bit. So what are we doing this time, guys? I think we're going to do soil. I'm not loving some of this, to be honest. I'm very tempted to cut this bit off because it just looks a bit loose. I'm going to do that. I know it's a big piece of root, but it's just not looking great. But everything else is looking fine, to be honest. I mean, I could maybe cut this off as well. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's get this guy sorted. So yeah, I'm gonna do a soil one next. So yeah. Have some chunky aeroid mix here. She's got quite a bit of cocoa core in there. I'm actually gonna put a little bit more in. I hope this is gonna be the right vessel, but so this is kind of like a mix that I did a couple of days ago, and it's predominantly orchid bark. I've got some pumice in there, worm casting, cocoa core. I did buy a bag of cocoa husk, so I think I might drop some of that in. Yeah, I bought this when I was at Little Dobby's. They have like the full range of grow tropicals, which is quite handy. If you desperately need it and you don't want to wait days, you can like just jump on the train. So yeah, I think I'm going to put a little bit. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, I like that. That's nice. Yeah, I quite like that. A little bit more soil in, minus the massive bits of bark. Oh yeah, I'm really liking that. Okay, so I'm going to put a layer of this on the bottom again. Show you what it's looking like. Oh, hang on. Let's just fill that reservoir. And the water that I've used in there is some water that I purified earlier, well, a couple of days ago actually. Yeah, I just started, my Marantas basically were showing signs that they were hating the soil that I was using. So I decided, right, it is time to get this water situation sorted out, because I believe that that's the culprit. So yeah, I went to like my local fish pet shop that have fish. And yeah, it's basically like if you have fish, you would use this to neutralize the water, to take out all the chlorine and stuff. And I'm really loving it. I mean, it's a little too soon for me to say with the Marantas whether it is actually having a positive effect, but we shall see. And I also invested in like a pH set, just to find out what the pH of the water was. And then I went ahead and bought a pH down, because the pH generally is like around 7. And for plants, they apparently prefer to have it, especially the Anthuriums. They like, well, Anthuriums and Alocasias like a little more acid in the acidity in the water. So yeah, the pH kind of came up at like 7 point something, and yeah, and then I just used the down solution. Okay, she's in. And I actually remembered to use that stuff, so that's great. And I mean, the soil is still fairly high. Sorry, it was slightly off camera. Place is a mess. And I might put a layer of sphagnum moss as well on this one. But the soil is actually quite dry at the moment, so that's kind of worrying me. I'll do a very light water. She's done. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I've got just this one plant to do now, but I will leave this one for tomorrow. I don't actually know what I'm going to put it in. Ooh, I don't know what I'm going to put it in. The reason why I'm not in a massive rush to do this one is because there is a new leaf coming. Can you see that? Like this stalky bit. And it's kind of weird, like I don't know how the leaf comes out, or I'm completely clueless. And I can actually see 2 new shoots inside as well. So it's pretty happy, you know. So I'm in no major rush with that guy, but I do need to find somewhere for it to live. I'll just put it in here for now. What was that? Oh, it's just a bit of sphagnum moss. Okay, so yeah, I'm really happy. They're looking pretty cute, right? I'll show you better tomorrow. They'll be sat in the sunlight in their new spots. I keep moving them around. I'm not quite sure where they're happiest, but I'm really happy. Oh, thank God I did it. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna have my dinner. I haven't even cooked it yet, but I'm gonna do that and have a good night's sleep. But for you, it'll be like 5 seconds. So I'll see you soon. Hi guys, so I am back. I had a good night's sleep, and then this morning I woke up and washed all my dirty pond just in case I need it today. Yeah, so far we've done these guys. They're all looking really happy. So we've got my crystalline super silver in soil with a reservoir, and there's a new leaf on the way, which is really exciting. I actually put a fair bit more water in there and it has gone down, so I'm guessing it was thirsty, so that's really good. And then the luxurian, I'm loving the luxurian in this jug. So cool. So this is the dark form, which is why the leaves are so dark. I'm loving it. So yeah, unfortunately she aborted the leaf, but now that she's in a new situation, she's got her reservoir of water at the bottom. I did do a very light water on the top, and I have noticed that the reservoir has gone down a little bit. I don't know if that's just my imagination, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing lots of yummy roots on this guy. So that's that dude. This one I'm really excited about. I actually really like this setup. So yeah, we've got the Anthurium Vicii, the king, looking very happy in Lechuzapon. You can't actually see the roots at all. There's one like root there, but I mean obviously I only did this yesterday, but there's that one root there that wanted to come up. I was hoping it would go down. I might have to push that down again. I'll give it a couple of days, but she's looking so cute in there. I'm really loving this aesthetic. Looking very cute. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. The reservoir hasn't changed at all. I did give it a little bit of a light water on the top, just to make sure that the pond was moist. Okay, that's you there. And then, oh, we did this guy as well. So this one I'm actually going to put into a humidity box because I am a little worried about these crinkly leaves, and she's got this new one coming, so we want to give her a good start. So this one I think I'm going to put in a humidity box. It's in soil with a reservoir. I do need to find some sort of cup for it to sit in. Yeah, I've got a plan though for that. Actually, I'll probably just put it in this pot because that's going into something else. And then, oh, lastly, we did this guy yesterday. Oh, it feels really warm, this. That's interesting. Yeah, it feels nice and warm. Yeah, so again, we've got a nice reservoir there. I have noticed that the water has gone down a little bit, which I'm surprised. It does feel quite moist on the top, but we're not seeing any weird yellowing just yet. We'll be keeping a very close eye every day to look and see if I do see any yellowing, because otherwise this soil is just a little too dense. I am a little bit worried about the soil. I wish I'd put more pumice stone in there, but we shall see. Right, so I think I'm going to start with this guy because I am a little concerned about this one, and especially since we've got a new leaf on the way. I'm hoping that the leaf is going to be coming out from there. I mean, I really don't know how this thing grows, but it kind of looks at the moment like the leaf fell off the top, but I don't know, the others down, further down, are looking fairly similar, so maybe that's just how they look at first. Very intriguing. Now, I have to be very careful with this. I do not want to snap off any of the leaves, so it's really important that I know exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, so let's start with this one, the delicate one. And yeah, I'm going to put the camera down. I've decided not to use the box again because it was just actually ended up being messier. So yeah. Okay, let's get in there. You little wonky. So yeah, I need to be really careful. There's lots of new things going on here. I want you to be in shock at the same time. I do not want to upset my plant. Okay, it's out. I hope you can see what's going on. And I'm really hoping, I mean, this is very moist. Hoping there's happy roots in there. Ooh, it's got quite a long stem bit. Interesting. So yeah, we just want to try and get off as much of the soil. The roots are looking very happy and healthy, which doesn't surprise me considering there's quite a few new leaves coming. Yay, look how long this root is. Brilliant. Oh, I'm so happy. Very happy. So I might give this a little rinse at the sink. I don't know how important that would be, but I do want to try and remove as much sphagnum moss as I can. . Yeah, the roots are looking brilliant. Oh, I'm so happy. What a relief. Okay. Well, that's probably as good as I can do. Right now. So yeah, I'm going to take this over to the sink. I'm going to give it a quick rinse. And then I will show you what we're left with. So I'm back and I've got the roots. I've rinsed them as much as I can. But I think what I'm going to do is just pop this in here with some hydrogen peroxide like I did yesterday. Okay, so I'm just going to leave her like that for a little bit. I would like to take out these really massive pieces of bark. I'll leave some of them in, but just not the really big bits. Okay, that looks good. And I think I will add some perlite. I've only got the fine one. I do want to start using the chunkier one. Okay, so that's that. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this. I'm really loving this soil. You've seen how it's really dark and lush. And since I know it's got all the worm castings and stuff in there, I mean, I have mixed some worm casting into this. This is like a mix I made earlier. And it's just cocoa core, worm castings, charcoal. There is a little bit of, it's kind of like cocoa husk, but it's actually a bark that you would put at the bottom of like an enclosure for lizards and stuff. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I love how dark that is. It's really mini. It's nice and healthy. So that's probably going to be enough. And yeah, I'll show you this. It is a bark. It's like a forest bark, I think they call it. I'll show you what it looks like. It's quite cool. I think I might put a little bit of that in. And I got like a massive bag of this a year ago, or maybe even longer. And it's lasted up until now. This is the last of it. So I'm quite amazed. I might get this again because it was really affordable and it's just lasted so long and I have been using it. Mind you, no, recently I have been just getting kind of pre-made mixes just because I wanted to try them out, and I kind of thought maybe I'd end up saving myself some money by just getting everything pre-mixed. And in a way, I think I did. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to try and do the math at some stage. Right, where am I going to put this? And then in here, I'll just leave that. I'll just shove it in on top. It'll be fine. I've also got my great white. I think they call it mycorizza. Mycorrhiza, but I think most people call it mycote for short, because it is such a difficult word to say. Anyway, let's move on. Stop stalling, Vanessa. So yeah, I was really hoping more of this sphagnum moss would have come off. But I think it'll be fine. A little bit of sphagnum moss in the mix. As long as there's not too much. I'm going to leave her like that for a moment, and I'm just going to rinse this vessel a little bit more and just get it like tidy looking. Okay, it's not brilliant, but it's better. So let's get started. I'm going to put some lacquer balls in the bottom, as usual. It's quite a reservoir that she's got there. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of soil, so wondering if I've made enough. Don't think I have. Oh, is this too big? Is this what I was going to use? No, this isn't what I was going to use. I was going to use this one. Wow. Okay, yeah, this makes more sense. I'm actually going to put some more. Do I need any more of these today? Yes, I do. How deep is it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's see how much soil I'm going to need. Do not want that. Yeah, I'm going to need quite a bit more soil. Right, let's get in there. I think I'm going to use a little bit of my Monstera and philodendron soil. A little bit of this one as well. Should I do that? Why not? Actually, you know what? I'm going to save that. I'm going to put some charcoal in there. I got from Soul Ninja. Ooh, hello. Nice healthy amount of charcoal. And I'm going to add some worm casting. Mix that up. Let's get her out of here. Her roots are so long, it's amazing. So yeah, I kind of think I'm going to put her towards the back. I think that's what I was... sure someone out there said that. So look, I'm going to just follow along with what other people have done. I think it was, I think I was watching, who was it? You Don't Even Grow Here? Or it might have been Unplanted. Is it Unplanted Parent? Unparent? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to put the names up. I'm sorry, my brain's just not working so well today. But yeah, it's one of those guys. think one's called Charmaine and the other one's called, I'm so rubbish with names, Alice. I don't know. Okay, she does need a little bit at the front there. Oh my gosh, just drowned her in soil. Okay, I'm happy. Looks really cute. Okay, so the next one I want to put into this tub. I hope I've got enough water. And I do have some more somewhere. Where are they? I think I'm just going to dump those in. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So next is this guy. Need to remove all of that soil. Isn't she gorgeous? Wow. I'm so happy with what she's done. And then I can use this pot for this plant, which is perfect. Okay, let's have a look. Wow, look at those. Those are gorgeous roots. Oh my gosh, it's almost like my Clarinervium. Not quite as chunky, but not far off. Oh yeah, this is like a whole bunch of cocoa coir. As I suspected. And then yeah, there was like a layer of kind of moss on top. I will not be washing the roots of this. There will be no reason for doing that. It's just with moss that I kind of like washing that stuff off. Yeah, the roots are looking really good. We've got some that look like, I don't know, is that a dead root or not? Hard to tell. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Or is it just husk? So I do want to remove as much as I can because that was definitely too dense. Try and, yeah, I think I'm picking off dead roots. But they're secondary roots, maybe. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm going to put a layer of soil on the bottom of this. Do I want to put water in the bottom? Didn't do that on the last one. I think I'll go ahead and do it with this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff, which I forgot to use last time. So annoying. So annoying. That should be about enough. Really smells like beef. It's weird. Oops. On the leaf. Right. And now all I need to do is just fill this in with some soil and she'll be happy. Let's hope. finally got this one. I mean, that's what happens when you buy so many plants all in one time. Or at least for me. And then it just felt like such a mountain of work to do that I just kept putting it off. I mean, they've been in the soil for about a week, but generally I would generally change that soil straight away. Too big, too big, too big. A little more. Oh my gosh. She quite a bit more. The roots just keep popping up the top. I do not want to be covered. More around this side and I think we're done. Oh, did I just break a leaf? Oh no, I think I just broke a leaf. Okay. Let's have a look at you. That looks pretty good. You've got some gaps kind of here. So if you can see that. Right near the leaf, of course, that I want to stay away from. No, I just broke that leaf off. Oh, it's annoying. It was such a pretty leaf. Oh, she was quite delicate. She's not exactly central. Okay, that's a bit better. Ta-da! Sorted. Oh, it's such a shame about this leaf. Yay, they're all done. Oh, I'm so happy. It's a shame that I forgot to put the great white on this one, but I'll do like a little tea and water it in. And yeah, the collection is looking strong. This one I'm going to put in the humidity box as soon as we're done here. But yeah, did it! I'm so happy with my little collection. I mean, I went nuts this August with Anthuriums. So I bought the Luxurians, Dark Form, the Forgetii, the Warwickwium, and the Pallidiphorum. Was it just those three? Yeah, I bought those 4 from the rare market, and then these 2, the Crystallinums, the Super Silver, and the Pink Edge are from Grow Tropicals. No, House of Kojo, which I think is the same. I think they're the same place. And then this gorgeous little baby from Little Dubbies. I was really surprised to find it. So happy! Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you also got some repotting done as well. And if you do have any little tips and tricks, do put those in the comments down below, not just for me, but for everybody. And I will most definitely keep you updated on how well this great white is going to work. I've got high hopes. I've been hearing really good things about this stuff. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it does amazing things. Apparently it makes your plants really super strong. Not only does it obviously develop a much stronger root system, but it just helps with how hardy your plant can become. So definitely need that with Anthuriums. Although I've been hearing so many mixed things about Anthuriums. Apparently they're easier than Philodendrons. And if that is the case, then I'm all right. We'll be fine. We're going to be good friends. If you enjoyed the video, do give me a thumbs up. It helps me greatly with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you here again. And have a fabulous week. As per usual, I will see you here again next Sunday, but I know, maybe I'll pop up and surprise you with a midweek. We shall see. But until then, bye.